Hello everyone, it's Mrs. O, and today we're going to talk about Mesoamerica Maya civilization. So let's get started. So where is Mesoamerica exactly? So basically, Mesoamerica is a place where one of the oldest civilizations in America was formed. So exactly geographically where it's located, it extends south from central Mexico, which is the yellow on the map, into the northern Central America. So it's actually the red outline you see on the map. So several advanced cultures, including the Olmec, the Zapotec, and the Maya developed there, but today we're going to talk about the Mayas. So, migration to the Americas. So, basically, the first people to settle in the Americas came from Asia, and they arrived there between 40,000 years ago and 15,000 years ago. So, some of these people probably came by land. Thousands of years ago, the Earth's climate was very cold, and much of the Earth's water was frozen into ice on the land. So, as a result, sea levels were lower than they are now. Lower sea levels exposed the Bering Land Strait, and this was a strip of land connecting Asia to North America, where Alaska is today. So people may have crossed that land bridge into America in search of food, and gaps in the ice sheets let them travel basically across that land bridge. So early settlers of the America may have also come by boat, so they may have paddled or sailed their way from place to place. But however, in every way they came, the first people arrived and their descendants ended up spreading throughout the Americas. And thousands of years ago, some of these people came to Mesoamerica. So we know they either crossed, the two theories are they crossed a land bridge called the Bering Land Bridge, or they either traveled by boat. But either way, we know they traveled. So the Maya society, there were three main groups. The nobles were born into powerful families, so there were kings, high officials, and priests, religious figures. And then the middle class were minor officials such as scribes, soldiers, and craftsmen. So we know, of course, soldiers are warriors and um, the they protect the nation. And then craftsmen, we know, are people who create things, weavers and things like that. And then we also have scribes. We talked about scribes before, particularly in the Egyptian culture, when we talked about how scribes recorded history, and also how scribes sometimes took notes for taxes and trade. The other group were commoners, which was the majority of the population. Men worked in the fields and village building, while the women had a little bit more responsibility, it seems like, because they raised the children, they tended the gardens, farm animals, cooked food, they wove cloth, and they also made pottery. So they were quite busy. So let's talk about the Maya cities. So some of these, you look at them, they look kind of similar to the Egyptian pyramids, but it says these cities had hundreds of buildings, including stone pyramids, temples, and palaces. So the top of those pyramids were actually the temples, and most people lived in farming villages surrounding the city. So let's talk about the farming because people had to eat, right? So nobles controlled large plots where the corn was grown. Okay. And then families had small plots where they grew fruit, beans, and other vegetables and raised turkeys and ducks. And corn was a major staple in their diet. So, because the forests had poor soil, they used slash and burn agriculture. And basically, that's a farming method in which the trees and the plants were cut down and then they burned them. And the ash from the burned trees and plants fertilized the soil. The thing about it was, after a few years, the soil would wear out, and when that happened, the farmers had to move from that area to another clear area, and they would let that old field rest and grow trees before clearing them again. We actually use that rotation process now in farming. So that's basically all I have for today. I have a video I want you to watch. It's under 4 minutes from YouTube. So please watch the video below. And after you get finished watching this, I have a 4-question quiz on Google Forms. So after you get finished watching this video, you can go ahead to under this or above it. It should be a link to Google Forms. There's only 4 questions. So I hope you guys are wonderful. I hope everything's going great. If you need me, you know how to reach out at tsessoms@wcpss.net. Love you guys. Hope you're well, and take care after this video. Bye-bye.
The Maya. They're considered one of the most advanced civilizations to have existed in the Americas before the Spanish conquest. But who exactly were the ancient Maya people, and what led to the collapse of their civilization? early as 1800 BC, the Maya had begun settling and established villages in what is today Mexico and Central America. Maya civilization peaked from 250 to 900 AD, during what archaeologists call the Classic period. More than 40 cities flourished throughout the region, with populations as large as 50,000. The Maya built magnificent urban centers consisting of stone structures, including pyramid temples that were central to Maya religious practices. In addition to these impressive city structures, agriculture played a key role in Maya civilization. Corn was one of the predominant crops. The Maya creation story tells of nature gods, the basis of Maya religion, who created humans out of yellow and white corn. The Maya also made significant advancements in mathematics and astronomy. They invented the concept of zero, and they developed an accurate calendar system. Used to guide the Maya agricultural cycles, the calendar was based on observations of the sun and sky over thousands of years. The Maya also developed the only known system of writing in Mesoamerica, hieroglyphs. In fact, much of what we know about ancient Maya civilization comes from deciphering hieroglyphic characters inscribed in pottery, stone slabs, and other ruins discovered at ancient sites. Hieroglyphs have revealed that, despite the Maya's ingenuity and agrarian lifestyle, conflict was prevalent among some Maya city-states as they battled for control of the region. Throughout much of the Classic period, the city-state of Tikal, located in modern-day Guatemala, reigned as the closest thing to an empire in Maya history. But for a period of roughly 130 years, the Tikal people were overtaken through force and diplomacy by the Kanul, a rival kingdom. Toward the end of the Classic period, around 900 AD, most Maya cities had collapsed. Among the theories are warfare, a volcanic eruption, and, perhaps most likely, drought. However, archaeologists still debate why, as new evidence continues to emerge. Despite the decline of ancient Maya civilization, the Maya people have by no means disappeared. More than 7 million Maya are estimated to be alive today in their indigenous homelands and around the world. While they participate in modern global life, they continue to follow agricultural and ceremonial practices of their ancestors.